Christmas cancelled. Don't record this.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
You think Christmas is really going to slow us down? You know what we do at Trade Mastermind. We're all gas and no brakes. We're gearing up for the most critical time of year. We need to get our customers ready for a massive 2025, and we're doing that by investing in them, investing in our infrastructure, and investing in our training programs. We are getting ready for a new year that's going to blow your socks off. So make sure on Unfinished Business you stay tuned for 2025. Right now, I'm dressed up as Construction Claus, and I'm going to go inside and hand out gifts to all of our customers. Mrs. Claus washed them for me and fucked them up. Construction Claus is back. Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho! My name is Construction Claus. Ho, ho, ho! Paul gave me a call. And he said he's got a room full of people that have been on the good list this year, Paul. Well, we just wanted to come out and say Merry Christmas. So we have got you all a little present to take away. So thank you very much for all of your support this year and working with Trade Mastermind. And we wanted to celebrate your success, give you a nice send-off to the end of 2024 by giving you all a little present. Get one podcast filming session and social media content creation pack. One logo rebrand for your business worth 500 quid. 25% off a new website. Months free Facebook marketing when paying for 6 months. Yellow number 2. David, fantastic. Love the shirts, buddy. Merry Christmas! Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, in there. It looks alright.
What do you mean in there? It looks fucking great in real life. Looks fucking bang on. So first things first then, guys, just to be clear, we will be officially auditing. It really is about us being on top of you as much as you being on top of your teams. It's very easy for this structure to fall apart from what I've seen. And that's why operational management wise, we need to have it locked in and being able to feed back to show you guys, as well as you showing your team what it is that you are missing. I'm getting a lot of complaints about notes across the business, bringing in some new people, are really starting to highlight areas where we're very slack. You've got the resources, you've got the team, you've got the equipment, you've got the dividers, you've got the fucking data, you've got the scripts now, you've got a great commission structure, you've got a clear org chart, you've got small teams, you've all picked your own people in the majority, you've got rid of the troublemakers. So it should today be go time, yeah? I really want to see us today sitting here tomorrow saying that we've nailed the 18. Yeah, I expect that number to be done now. All cobwebs are off. This is a little bit spontaneous. It's off the back of yesterday and you guys doing such a fantastic job. My mission for each and every one of you gentlemen standing here is to join this business and learn sales, real sales. I've flipped the script on how it is that we're going to pay you guys, and I think this is going to be a much better motivator for each and every one of you. That when you make a booking, you will be paid on the show up. So on a refundable ticket, let's say that you make a booking for today, okay, tomorrow the guy shows up, qualified plumber, 85k turnover, we're ready to rock and roll. Here's the exciting bit for all of you, is that I am removing the minimum criteria to getting paid a sales commission. Plus the salary, I've made 200 quid yesterday. So now every day really starts to get exciting. Friday was the second highest day, yeah? So we want to track that because it's all about progress. Day by day, getting stronger and stronger and stronger. But these are small numbers for you as sales managers, really, really small numbers. Don't overcomplicate it and just get your teams thumbs up, and let's go fucking smash it. All right, guys? Anything you need, please let me know. If you need help, please let me know. If there's any problems, please let me know. Stick to the structure, stick to the focus. Let's make it rain. Right, it's Monday morning and it's the 2nd of December. We've got a big team now in the events department with 4 new telesales managers. I've invested thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds into the infrastructure. New desks, new dividers, new equipment, new screens. And we've hired another 15 people into that department. Now that's a big investment before Christmas. Usually people wait, but I want to hit the ground running as we go into January. So even though I'm going to have a lot of newbies carrying through Christmas and also the costs that go with that, with sales that are going to be a challenge to make anyway, I'm a guy that wants to pull the trigger. Remember, in business, it's all about continuing to invest in the organization if you want to see a return, and January is go time for our biggest year in business ever. We're going to run something on the CEO meeting. It's called Customers Before Christmas and January Jumpstart. Yeah. So we're going to brainstorm a bit later on. So I would say focus on the follow-ups from the event. I did send you a voice note. So if you can give me a list on all of those follow-ups, where we're at, because I think there was still a good 100 grand left in follow-ups that you had on the table that we need to try and get consolidated. So that's got to be our number one priority before we roll forward. And then by lunchtime, towards the end of the day, we'll have a better understanding of the marketing activity that we're going to have for the rest of the week, yeah? Christmas cancelled. Don't record this.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.
Excellent. So excited. I am very excited. It's great to be here. Had a great induction this morning.
Excellent.
And looking forward to getting things rolling.
Okay, great. So I'll put together a presentation for you to try and help outline, some of the good stuff, the org charts, who your team is, who directly reports to you, who you need to report to. Put together a 4-week rollout plan, and we'll try and stick to that as closely as we possibly can. I've scaled up the department at the front end quite significantly in the last couple of weeks. I've got a good understanding of where it is that we need to put our attention, yeah? So we'll go through that. Okay, so up here you have me as the CEO. As I said to you in the interview, we have a new COO for the business as a whole joining in January. So effectively, he'll be your boss. So who reports into you? Well, the business has built its acquisition strategy on, in most cases, hot leads via Facebook. So simply as it's been working for the last 12 months, it's a load of leads land into the system, 2 good converters on the phones, booking to the events, getting bums on seats, upselling the products and services, and then that's where the customer journey really starts. But we realise that just keep putting money into Facebook, there's a ceiling. To what we can spend, that we have thousands and thousands and thousands of companies on our databases of data that just needs to continue to be worked and contacted and nurtured. These guys drive the bookings and then Tony picks it up on event day. So he runs the event day and organises the sales consultant. And I've always tried to align him with the telesales managers to be able to work collaboratively to get the bookings. I'm saying you've missed your fucking target, and he's saying, well, you haven't given me enough bums on seats. Yeah. So, and that's why this bit's so key in your role, is because you are the guy that's going to pull it all together. So I want to get them SOPs in, and then I want you to be able to audit them all and have those regular audits. So we're checking that they're running the system effectively. It's just like a machine up there. So Jordan's going to become your right-hand man. Knows the business inside out. It's going to be a great support in you getting up to speed. So I want you to move in here straight away. You're going to move in here, and I think move Zach into here as well. So we've just got the epicenter around the operations and the data and so on and so forth. For the next hour, I'm just going to do this meeting, and then I'll bring you back into another meeting to meet everybody else. Then I'll see you in an hour or so. I'll be in touch. Cool. Cheers. Okay, so we are back. It's been a little while since we've had a CEO meeting in this format, but the business has got so big, I'm gonna have to try a new structure. We're looking at our business in two ways now, front office and back office. And right now I'm sat with the members of the team that oversee what happens after the first customer joins the business. Number one is to work out how we can get great deals to our customers before Christmas. And then number two is how we can have a phenomenal start to January with, again, great deals to our customers at the beginning of January. So this is called Customers Before Christmas and January Jumpstart. But the priority for this meeting is to align everybody. I still think we're a little bit fragmented across the board. I look at our marketing department, kind of makes up a Tamara, but it's loose. It's got an Izzy involved in there somewhere, but it's loose. Okay, it's got a Jonathan involved in there somewhere, but it's loose. So no business grows if it doesn't have a sales and marketing system. And the first question we ask as a business as a whole, but we need to ask product-wise and departmentally, is have we got any leads? First question today is, if you want to sell recruitment, have you got any leads? If you want to sell design services, have you got any leads? If you want to sell podcasts, have you got any leads? If the answer is no, then guess what? You're probably not going to sell any. With the appointment of Lindsay, it's to lock in the operations. And we need to align what opportunities and products it is that we've got to sell. Right, go to the back of the room and try not to look suspect. Right, Mal, we need to do these sales orders quick. Quickly, I need to get this done. Shane keeps moaning about it, saying you haven't done it. Shane, if she hasn't, I'm going to sort it out now once and for all, yeah? Can't help it. Right, okay, take a seat. Is the TV on, please? Huh?
I'm actually on it, honestly.
I'm going to go through it with you now. Right, let me just connect up. Hang on a second.
I've only got like 8
Hello?
every hour.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Malvina, what's going on? Hey! And in JV's magic corner, we have another great, fantastic present all the way from Poland for you. I know how you like your salted beef. Yeah, there you go. No, I killed that joke on Sadie's birthday, so here you go, Malvina. Happy birthday. Well done. Okay, so Malvina, look, you're an absolute superstar. You work incredibly hard for this business. Sometimes you drive me absolutely crazy, but I wouldn't want it any other way. You literally have kept the department together as this business has expanded. So you've done an amazing job, and I'm very, very grateful. Okay, the fact that you've been with me for 13 years is a testament to me for putting up with you for all of this time. You're doing a great job. Oh, fantastic. What's this for? Property course deposit.
Yeah. See, I've collected cash. Oh, you found it?
What do you mean I found it? Found what?
I dropped it just there when I was leaving.
Huh?
Classic Romanian.
What do you mean you dropped it? No, I didn't find it. Deirdre gave it to me. Right, don't let Claudia handle any cash moving forward. I dropped it. Did you find it? I didn't know I was even looking for it. Ooh, yeah, that's a bit more prestige. That looks better as well, doesn't it? And I decided pre-Christmas to wrap the one that I've got. I went for a matte black with the Valente finish. Forget Mansory, it's all about Valente now. So I've got the gold badges, I've got the big V on the bonnet, and it looks tip-top. So why is it most businesses fail? Well, I think I've got the answer. The question is though, why am I qualified to give it? Well, I've had a lot of success, I've had a few failures, but I've also trained many thousands of businesses on how to scale and grow. And the business owners that I meet on a daily basis are great people that have the entrepreneurial spark, but they start businesses because they were good at the job. They've never done any formal business training in most cases. So being good at the job makes you a great technician. Plumber starts a plumbing business, hairdresser starts a salon, dentist starts a dental surgery, lawyer starts a law firm. But what do these professions actually know about running a business? Very little at the beginning. And if they don't make the transition from being great at the job to being great at business, their business never grows. So it really is just about wearing a new hat, understanding that when you set up a company, you're taking on a new role. You're now the managing director of a business. And what does an MD focus on? Well, they focus on the revenue, the sales, the marketing, the leads, the people, the recruitment, the finance, the numbers, the margins, the cash flows, the systems, the processes, the operations, and so much more. A business is so much more than just delivering on the service. And if you want to be great, if you want to do great at business and not become one of those businesses that fail within the first 5 years, then you've got to learn how to do business. How can we speed up these telesale manager roles? Is there any coming available before Christmas? Is it a time thing? Do you need Justina on it as well?
December and January probably is the slowest time in the recruitment in general, so that will be one of the reasons why I slow down.
It might be worth to speed it up going back to video. Because then they got to book the appointment with you, do the interview with you, then it's got to get to me. So I think it's get the video straight away. Yeah, to speed up the process. You had a really good production line of telesales agents. It seems to have slowed. Where have they all gone? You had loads of them applying at one point. A couple of weeks ago. Now it's dropped off a cliff.
Yeah.
We're not hiring based on looks, Kasia. We're hiring based on skill set.
Yeah, they don't have a skill.
That's an important one, yeah. Pay off your debts. Live abroad. So new cars. So we can look at this and say, well, you know, the bigger the outcome, the more motivated the business owner. But we create the content around the aspiration ladder. I think we've just made our own unique piece of marketing blueprint there that nobody's ever thought of. The aspirational ladder. We're setting new ways of how to target your audience.
Do you want to get to?
I know the guy who does the Scientology church in London. It's a long way up. They're all just courses. It's just personal development. It's just a personal development church. And the more you pay, the higher you go. Because John Travolta's a big Scientologist. Cardone's a big Scientologist. That's what got me interested in it in the first place. And he talks about donating at his church and getting the connections. And he fucking donates a fuckload of dough. But, you know, he was in Mar-a-Lago the other day, Cardone. He was talking at Trump's rallies. He's got himself right to the top of the top. Thinking about this because this was the play, and the play is that Farage is definitely going to be the Prime Minister in my opinion. So Cardone had him talk at Donald Trump talk at the 10X event, and he got to speak at the rally. So when Farage comes in March, I've got a plan. I'll see it in 10 years, see if I execute. Come back to this footage. Yeah, because I reckon he'll be Prime Minister in probably 8 years, potentially. Yeah, maybe 4. And by that point, I want fucking leading the entrepreneurs government. So did you see the talk about Elon Musk? He's going to donate him 100 million to the Reform Party. Really? Yeah, it's been going wild online. Now he's got Trump backing him. He's all over it. So he says Farage is going to be the next Prime Minister. Musk is saying it on Twitter, on X. And he's saying, I'm going to give him 100 million. So all the news outlets have been going wild, saying if he gets that 100 million, he's definitely going to be Prime Minister just because of the funds. Yeah? So we've got to keep him on side. Text me. No, the fucking guy from the Scientology church who I haven't spoken to in months. No fucking way. Look, bro, I got to show you this. It's going to help you take things to the next level. Look, this is the fucking Scientology shit. Are you listening to me, motherfucker? Did you tap my phone when I came in there? What the fuck? Don't tell me that this universe doesn't work on frequency and vibration. Because that motherfucker heard something in his mind to message us, didn't he? Yeah, that signal got sent to him. And he picked it up. So you're currently operating a 13% conversion rate, yeah? So we agreed yesterday 25%, yeah? So what we've got to do is really push that number up. That's the big focus. The two things we need to measure from Natalie is conversion rate and spend. With Natalie now and starting to look at all traffic sources, we've got to know what traffic source costs what money, with what conversion rate, with what cost per lead, with what cost to acquire a customer, and we don't want to badge anything up now as a one-size-fits-all conversion rate. Each one of these traffic sources will do an individual conversion rate, and I know we've looked at that in the past and had it up on the report, but I really want to drill into the detail on that today. As we look at traffic source, lead categorization, marketing qualified lead, marketing product qualified lead, marketing product and price qualified lead. Then I want every one of those leads given a lead score. So 1 to 5, for example. If it's an MPPQL, it's a score 5 if we categorize 5 as the hottest. So then where we've been getting it wrong is we've not been matching the lead to the category, to the score, and then it just goes into the pipeline. You go, right, before we send this out, are we doing the same categorization for the sales team? Sales team 1 deals with MPPQLs. You've got to know your salespeople's skill set, just like you've got to know the quality of the traffic source. So as soon as we start to match it, the conversion rate's going to skyrocket.
Hi, this is my presentation on my findings and proposals to implement operational efficiency and improvement within the customer accounts department.
There's the whole customer account journey with Trade Mastermind business. And then there's all of these other businesses that integrate into the customer journey, but then need their own operations setting up. It depends how much bandwidth you've got when we start to onboard 100 customers a month.
So the way I see it as, we've sold the product. Brilliant. Whoever that customer account manager was that sold that product at that event, they will complete the onboarding.
Now the reason for that is twofold. One, it's that consistency for the customer to have one face. Tell me about your business then. They've already extrapolated all that information. So then we're saving somebody else going in and having all of those conversations again. It's repetitive and it's frustrating for the customer. And then the second part on there is the initial support level agreed. So refer to this as an SLA, whatever you want to call it. But I would expect a cadence of check-ins at the beginning to either be fortnightly or monthly, and what we'll do is we'll let the customer direct us on that, because what we don't want to do is overpromise and underdeliver right from the very start. If you're already a go-getter self-starter, I'll check in with you next month and see how you're getting on. But it's so that they have that understanding right from the very start. Because
that's good.
During the onboarding, we're going to set up a roadmap with them. So then months 1 to 3, we're going to carry on with the SLA, but also identify any opportunities for additional upsell based on customer success and growth. So this is why I want the customer account manager who makes the sale to own the process up to this level. Because that's the consistency, they know the journey, they're not having to explain it to every Tom, Dick and Harry that puts a WhatsApp call into them based on whatever it may be. Then, month 4, this is where I've got 2 options for you based on this morning. Month 4, we'll pass it to Malvina and service. So maybe we can chuck Claudia into the service element as well.
Okay, so what you're proposing is that after 3 months it gets past the customer service and comes away from the event sellers, So that stops that thing that we discussed where they're going to cap out on customer acquisition. Okay, cool. Sometimes you've just got to appease people to get to the next level until you've got the structure in place to be able to deal with it. Now it's definitely about professionalising that, locking it down, putting proper structure in. These are the rules. Play ball or don't. Monday night, I've just arrived at TMHQ. We've just arrived at TMHQ. It's Sunday night and money never sleeps. The hustle is real. You got to put in the hours, and tonight I'm putting in some serious hours. I've got to shoot some ads. I've got to set up for tomorrow, and we've got to drive to London to get to GB News by 9 p.m. I'm going to be talking to Mark Dolan about the Entrepreneurial shadow government and what I'm up to in 2025, taking the Trade Mastermind and TGS, which is Trade Group Services, all the way up to 9 figures, 100 million and beyond. So we've just landed in the GB News studio, and it's been a while since I've been here, but the channel's making big moves, and so really pleased to see for all of those involved. But tonight I'm speaking with Mark Dolan, and it's going to be a great show, and excited for it.
Right, a man on track to be Britain's richest BBC Apprentice show winner and the only contestant to have fired Lord Sugar. Joseph Valente, welcome to Mark.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Really good to see you. First of all, you were not born with a silver spoon in your mouth, were you?
No, absolutely not. No, I came from very humble beginnings, actually. My mum was a very hard worker growing up, and, you know, she has done a fantastic job. But
she had to hold down more than one job just to keep the bills paid?
Absolutely, yeah. She did a couple of jobs to keep our household going, and Amazing. She did an incredible job.
And you, although we know you're as clever as anything, but you were expelled from school, weren't you?
Yeah, 14 and a half, yeah, unfortunately. But the education system, look, isn't for everybody. And I think entrepreneurs naturally are rule breakers. They don't like being told what to do. And I certainly didn't at 14 and a half years of age.
Tell us about your latest project. It is the Entrepreneur's Shadow Government. What is that?
Yeah, thanks for asking about that. So I've been watching what's been going on in America with Donald Trump winning the election and him appointing Elon Musk as the head of this government efficiency agency. And then when the budget recently came out in the UK budget, yeah, the entrepreneur community was extremely negative and very frustrated that British business is the backbone of the economy, and yet it's always us that they come to get more tax pounds. And then recently they came out with a £20 billion black hole. Now, no business owner wants to sacrifice their time, their money, take all the risk, make all the jobs, employ all the people, and then have some politicians in Parliament squandering it on whatever it is that they feel like.
Pay rises in the public sector.
Absolutely. And so I thought, you know what, I'm sick and tired of this. Why are there no entrepreneurs in government working with politicians to, number one, hold them accountable to what they're spending money on, and number two is actually helping them to solve problems, because we're natural-born problem solvers as entrepreneurs, and politicians, they may be good at it, but they're not naturally born to solve problems, and they're not very good at it, actually. I mean, year after year, we're going over the same old problems, and nobody seems to fix anything. And
well, I think it's a shame that we don't have entrepreneurs in Parliament in greater numbers.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of career politicians,
absolutely,
people from the public sector, lawyers, that kind of stuff. But the wealth creators are the ones who generate the tax income for the NHS. And of course, you want companies employing people, not the state, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's about making sure that the UK is retaining its top talent. You know, how many, I think the stats are ridiculous, I don't have them to hand, but many millionaires and 100 millionaires and billionaires, they're all leaving.
Well, 10,000 millionaires have left the UK this year, which is a record.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of lost tax income and expertise.
Absolutely.
So that's it.
Right, let's roll.
Good morning, everyone. It's 6 a.m. and I've just woken up. We got in from GB News at, I don't know, back to Peterborough about 1:15. And then I got home about 1:30, went to bed about 2, and I've had a 4-hour sleep. So I've now got to go and do 12-hour meetings back to back. A long old day, a long day. But this is what entrepreneurship is all about. This is what we sign up for when we want to grow and we want to take on more. And if you want to go to the next level, you got massive action.